Hi guys, welcome to this video. In this video, we are looking at how to factorize using difference of two squares. So we are still on our series on algebra. You can check out the playlist to see all the videos that I've posted on algebra to serve as a foundation for you for other complex topics under algebra. So first thing we need to ask ourselves is, what do we mean by difference of two squares? So when an expression is in the form a square minus b square, it is termed difference of two squares. So how do we know? A square, b square, these are two squares, and between them is a minus sign. Remember, another way to say minus in mathematics is difference. If you are asked what's the difference between 5 and 3, they are simply telling you 5 minus 3. So this is a square minus a square. So it is difference of two squares. Okay. The method is based on the form a plus b into a minus b is going to give you a square minus b square. Let's confirm that by expanding this algebra. A multiplied by a is going to give us a square. A multiplied by minus b is going to give us minus ab. B multiplied by a is going to give us plus ab. And b multiplied by minus b is going to give us minus b squared. So looking at the values at the middle, minus ab plus ab, those two will cancel each other out. So we're going to be left with a squared minus b squared. So we can see that this expression is the same as this expression. So what we are simply saying by using this method, whenever you are given an equation that looks like this, and you are told to factorize it, remember, factorization is the opposite of expansion. So when we move from here to here, we expanded. So moving from here to here, you are factorizing. So if you see an expression that looks like this, and you are told to factorize, all you need to do is write it in this form. All you need to do is, in one bracket, you add these two, and in the other bracket, you subtract b from a. So once you do that, you have factorized this expression. So we're going to look at these questions to serve as an example on what you can do. So let's look at A. A will have x squared minus 4. So the first thing we are going to observe here is there is a difference because we have a minus sign. So if you have a question like this, but you don't have a minus sign, then there is simply nothing you can do because there is no foundation for factorizing. But here, we see a minus sign. Second, if you look at x and 4, there is nothing that is common between them. However, 4 can be converted to a square. A square, x has already satisfied that, x square, but b square, 4 hasn't satisfied that. So we can change 4 to become 2 square because 2 square is the same thing as 4. So we have this as x square minus 2 square. So at this point, have we satisfied this principle? A square, x square, b square, 2 square. So yes, we know that our a is x and our b is 2. So since we have it this way, we can simply write it this way in order to factorize it. So let's do that. So in one parenthesis, we are going to write x plus 2. And in the other parenthesis, we are going to write x minus 2. And simple, we factorized that quadratic expression. Okay, let's look at B. We have 4y squared minus 16. Okay, this is also simple. Let's look at it. If we want to compare a squared minus b squared, first we can see that there is a minus sign, so we tick the first box. Next, 4y squared. We have y squared, but this square is attached to only y. But here is not a square, so we are not yet satisfied. But we can convert 4 to a square, which is 2 square. So instead of having 4 here, we're going to have 2 square y square. Minus, instead of having 16, we can convert 16 to a square. 16 is the same thing as 4 square. 4 square, okay? So since 2 square and y square are here, and both of them have square, we can simply write them as 2y square minus 4 square. So let's compare this to this. So we have a square. we have 2y squared. So the equivalent of A is 2y, and the equivalent of B is 4. So now we can factorize using difference of two squares. So we open two brackets. In the first, we are going to put, instead of having A, we're going to have 2y plus our B is 4. And in the second bracket, we are going to have 2y minus 4. And that's all. So we have been able to factorize using difference of two squares. Let's try the third one, C. You have 5a squared minus 45. Okay, so in this particular example, first we have a difference, which is a minus sign. However, we have 5 common between 5a squared and 45. So we can factorize that out. So this will give us 5 parentheses a squared minus 9. Correct? Because 5 is common between both of them. So we brought it out. However, we've not factorized it completely. We can still factorize further. Why? We observe that we have a square and 9 can be converted to a square in the form 5 parentheses a square minus 3 square. Because 3 square is the same thing as 9. So at this point, we have difference of two squares acting out here. So we can write it as 5 parentheses and another parenthesis. So in the first parenthesis, we are going to put a plus 3. And the second, we are going to put a minus 3. So I'm going to solve the fifth question, E, and I would like you to solve D at the end of the video. So I'm going to solve E. So E is 336 x to the fourth power minus 100 x to the second power. So let's factorize. Is there anything that is common between these two? Yes, 4 can divide both 36 and 100. So we write it out. And then we have x to the fourth power and x squared. What is common? X squared is common. And we bring it outside the bracket. So what will remain in the bracket is 36 divided by 4. That will give us 9. X to the fourth power divided by x squared. That will give us x squared. Minus 100 divided by 4 is going to give us 25. And x squared divided by x squared is going to cancel out. So now, can we factorize this further? Yes. Just as we did here, where we have 4y squared, we have something similar, 9x squared. 9 is the same thing as 3 squared. So we can write this as 4x squared, parenthesis, 3 squared, x squared, minus 25 is the same thing as 5 squared. Going further, we have 4x squared, parenthesis, 3x, both square, minus 5 square. So at this point, the equivalent of A here is 3x. The equivalent of B is 5. So we can factorize using difference of two squares. This will give us 4x squared, parenthesis, 3x plus 5, parenthesis, 3x minus 5. So we have been able to factorize this using difference of two squares. So I'd like you to solve this question, this fourth question here, and leave your answer as a comment in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more maths content. See you in the next video. Bye.